Hello, my friend. Today I want to tell you an amazing story. A story of a young girl with a dream, a voice, and a heart full of courage. She came from a small country and rose to become one of the biggest pop stars in the world. This is the story of Dua Lipa, a journey of passion, of challenges, and of believing in yourself, even when no one else does. So sit back, relax, and let's learn English through the incredible life of Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa was born on August 22, 1995, in London, England. Her parents were from Kosovo, a small country in Europe. They had moved to London before Dua was born, trying to escape war and find a better life. Her father, Dukagin, was a musician. Her mother, Anesa, worked in tourism. Though they didn't have much money, they had something special: love, music, and a strong family bond. From the very beginning, Dua was different. She had big brown eyes, a bold personality, and a love for music. Her father would play guitar and sing at home. Dua would listen, watch, and learn. Sometimes she would even sing along, and every time she did, something magical happened. She felt alive. When she was just 9 years old, her life changed. Her family moved back to Kosovo. It was a hard change. She had to leave her friends, her school, and the city she called home. In Kosovo, things were different. The language, the culture, the way of life. But Dua stayed strong. She kept singing, dreaming, and believing. At age 11, she begged her parents to let her take singing lessons. They agreed. Her teacher quickly saw her talent. "She has something special," they said. But even then, no one could have imagined just how far this little girl would go. When she turned 15, Dua made a big decision, a brave one. She wanted to move back to London, alone, to chase her dream of becoming a singer. Most people would have been scared, but not Dua. She packed her bags, said goodbye to her family, and flew back to the city of her birth. She moved in with a friend and started school, but school wasn't her focus. Music was. She worked hard, really hard. She cleaned houses, worked in restaurants, went to classes, and every night she wrote songs, sang covers, and posted videos on YouTube. She sang songs by artists she admired, like Alicia Keys and Nelly Furtado, and slowly people began to notice her. Her voice was deep, soulful, and unique. It didn't sound like the usual pop stars, and that made her stand out. In 2015, everything changed. A music label noticed one of her videos and offered her a contract. Dua was shocked and thrilled. Finally, someone believed in her. She signed with Warner Brothers Records and started working on her debut album. It wasn't easy. She wrote and rewrote songs, recorded and re-recorded. But she never gave up. In 2017, her first album, Dua Lipa, was released, and it was a hit. Songs like Be the One, New Rules, and Id Gaff became anthems for young people all over the world, especially New Rules. With its message of strength and independence, it became a viral hit. Suddenly, Dua was everywhere, on the radio, on TV, on magazine covers. The shy girl from Kosovo had become a global star. But success didn't change her. Dua stayed grounded. She knew where she came from. She knew the hard road she had walked. She often spoke about her struggles, the fear, the loneliness, the rejection. She wanted others to know that dreams take work and pain and patience. After her first album, she didn't rest. She worked even harder. She wanted her second album to be even better, different, bold, and exciting. She began listening to disco music, to funk, to the sounds of the past. She wanted to bring joy to people's lives, to make them dance again. And so, she created future nostalgia. It came out in 2020, right when the world needed it most. The world was going through a dark time. The pandemic had begun. People were afraid, isolated. Many lost their jobs. Some lost loved ones. But Dua's music brought light. It was full of energy, fun, and hope. Songs like Don't Start Now, Physical, and Levitating made people smile and move even in their living rooms. She couldn't tour, so she performed from empty stages, online concerts, and award shows without an audience. But still, her energy, her style, and her voice reached millions. She won hearts around the world. And in 2021, she won the Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album. It was a dream come true. But more than awards, what touched Dua the most were the messages from fans. People told her, "Your music saved me. You helped me during the hardest time of my life." And she never took those words for granted. In 2022, she finally went on her Future Nostalgia World Tour, and it was spectacular. Bright colors, amazing choreography, powerful vocals. It was a celebration. From London to Los Angeles, from Tokyo to Rio, thousands came to see her perform. They danced, they sang every word, and they cried tears of joy. But Dua didn't stop there. She started a project called Service 95, a newsletter and podcast where she shares stories about culture, food, fashion, and important issues. She wanted to use her voice for more than music. She wanted to inspire people to learn, think, and grow. She also returned to Kosovo, the land of her roots. In 2022, she was granted citizenship by the president of Kosovo. She cried when she received her passport. "I'm proud of where I come from," she said. "It made me who I am." She has also used her fame to support refugees, women's rights, and the LGBTQ+ community. She believes that true success is not just about fame, it's about lifting others. In 2023, she stepped into a new world, acting. She played a role in the Barbie movie and recorded the hit song Dance the Night for its soundtrack. It was a new challenge, but Dua loved it. She keeps pushing herself, trying new things, and surprising her fans. Today, Dua Lipa is not just a singer. She's a fashion icon, a businesswoman, a podcast host, a global ambassador. And yet, at her core, she is still that same brave girl, the one who flew across the world at 15 with nothing but a dream and a voice. Her story teaches us many lessons. It teaches us that no matter where you come from, you can achieve greatness. It teaches us that hard work, courage, and belief are stronger than fear. It shows us that you don't need to change who you are to shine. You just need to believe in your light. Dua once said, "You have to be fearless. You can't be afraid of making mistakes." And she's right. Life is not perfect. Success is not easy. But if you keep going, keep singing, keep believing, the world will hear you. So, my friend, as you learn English through this story, I hope you learn something even more powerful, that you too can write your own story. Whether it's through music, art, business, teaching, or anything else, your voice matters. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for listening to the story of Dua Lipa, a story of hope, strength, and inspiration. Keep learning, keep dreaming, and never, ever stop believing in yourself. Goodbye, my friend. Until next time.